the Eagles are getting ready to use them. Dallas still stinks. Yo, by the way, keep things back here. I hope everybody's having a great day. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're hanging in there. And once again, we are going to talk about the Eagles and all the possibilities, because with this team, anything is possible. This isn't a team that's scared to take risks or spend money or take chances. Nah, this team does everything they need to do to win, and that's what's so good about their GM. That is what is so good about the owner. Howie Roseman is a weapon, and there's no getting around it. Now, before we get into it, if you're new to the channel and you like the content, make sure you hit that like button. More importantly, make sure you subscribe to the most censored, the most throttled, Eagles content creator in all the internet. And if you've been subscribed for a while, I just want to thank you for all the support you give to me. It truly, truly means a lot. And happy Memorial Day to each and every one of you guys. God bless all the fallen soldiers, all those who have given their lives to this country. We thank you, and we are indebted to you guys, and we remember you guys on this day. And to those who are still serving or have served, thank you so much for your service. Thank you, your family. We love the military.
Yeah, amen. We can agree with that. We can agree with that.
You guys are held in the highest reverence
yes,
around
yes.
here, okay? That's for sure. Now, this is going to be maybe just a little bit of a Philly 500 rant.
Let's just rant. Go ahead.
Wanting to talk about what's been on my mind the last 24 hours.
What's been on? DeAndre Hopkins.
My daughter turns 16 tomorrow, and
you're getting old.
I'm not feeling too good about that, okay? I kind of don't like it, but happy birthday to her tomorrow. I don't like that she's getting so old so quick. I'm going to have to go out and get a giant bat to put at the front door, keep all the boys away. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do what you gotta
do what you gotta do.
We've talked a lot about DeAndre Hopkins, and we talked a lot about, Buda Baker, Isaiah Simmons, Patrick Queen, and we're all waiting for the Eagles to go out and probably make another move. And we think that they are. I think most people think the Eagles are very capable of it.
Okay.
And we all really agree that the Eagles should try to continue to get better.
They need oxygen.
Opportunity to get better. I think you can do it. In my opinion,
Angelica.
Enough talent, okay? But just as we say, you shouldn't waste players' talents. You shouldn't, not know how to use a player properly and all those kind of things. I think the same thing is true for your GM. Howie Roseman is a weapon.
He's a weapon
for the Philadelphia Eagles. And in the offseason, while people are vacationing and thinking about how good they did in the draft and how good they look, Howie Roseman makes moves. He's 3-4 steps ahead of every GM out there. That's just the truth.
Fuck them birds. Fly, Eagles, fly. Now we shoot those birds out of the sky. Stupid dumbasses managed to give up a 3rd and 30 to my sexy arm. Pathetic defense and team. No wonder I own those piece of shit frauds every damn year. Don't get me started on the fans. You boo me while I earned a respected award. Losing the Super Bowl was just karma for you fuckheads. I can't wait to drop 100 on your heads next season while being the daddy of the NFC East again.
F them birds. That's what I got to say. F them birds. What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, of course, with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. So let's get open for business here, and let's wake up the football gods. Hope everybody's doing good on this Memorial Day. And I do have to agree with Philly 500. Thank you for all you veterans and for all of those out there that made the ultimate sacrifice, as well as for all those who are not here. For all those who are not here. Yeah. Remember what this is all about. Looks like we have Michael Crazo. Is that the name? Michael Crazo? Dak Trashcott already. Why don't you birds of a feather go flock together? Yeah, it's so funny to me that Eagle fans come here talking shit and then you respond, why you always got the Eagles in your mouth? Man,
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
I really don't. Here it is, a holiday weekend. We can't even get a holiday from you freaking idiots. You know what? I'm gonna try not to lose my cool tonight. I honestly am. I don't want to waste my time with idiots. I love weed. What's going on? Angelica Balderone working on her outdoor space. Angelica, I may have to just stop by and, like I said, have a drink. There's Miss Hot Sauce, Lola. What's up, Lola? And let's see which of the other lovely ladies in the place are here. Let's see. All right, we'll see when they get in here. All right, so good people, the month of May is gone. The month of May is gone. We got tomorrow is it. And then we got June 1st, and the Dallas Cowboys will be getting $10.9 million additionally. They will jump up the charts of cap space. Now, here's the thing with the cap money, okay? This year is the year for the Cowboys to spend money because next year it's going to be a lot harder because of CDs, because of Diggs. What they'll be able to do with the contracts this year, typically when you sign a new contract, the first year is lower price before the big numbers start setting in. So if they go ahead and they get Diggs done and they get CeeDee Lamb's done, they'll actually end up getting probably even or lower cap numbers than what they have for this year right now. The thing is Dak Prescott is the linchpin. I know that the haters out there, the Michael Crazos and stuff like that will say, trade Dak. Dak sucks. He's not the one. I'm still waiting for people to actually come up with a solution. I, for all means. What's up, Ruben? How are you doing? Jeff Lee, what's up? Carolina Cowboys. 100, oh my God, I didn't even look down and see. We're 100 days, 23 hours away from the season. Oh my God. The clock is ticking away. Summertime minus the shitty weather, give or take. Yeah, you're right about that. Well, the weather was kind of cool here, but it was nice. I know the Dak Prescott haters out there will say, what do you mean extend Dak Prescott? Dak is trash. They need to get rid of him. I always hear the armchair quarterback's solution, just get rid of him, just trade him. For what? For what? What are you trading him for? What are you going to get in return that's going to be better? That's my whole case. Last year, and think about the Raiders that said, you know what? We're sick of Derek Carr. Derek Carr is ass. We're going to cut him, and we're going to take, like a $20 million cap hit. Right? They got rid of him. Whew. They got Jimmy G. Jimmy G, who played in the Super Bowl, right? Yeah, that's an improvement. Can't pass the physical. Can't stay healthy and can't pass the physical. So, would you have been happy if we had traded Dak and got Jimmy G right now? Can't practice. Might not be able to play. What if we had said, you know what? We're going to give up 2 number ones and some other stuff, and we're going to get Russell Wilson because Russell Wilson's going to win a Super Bowl for us. And we ended up not getting Mazi Smith because that would be this year's pick. And, of course, we wouldn't have gotten Tyler Smith. Yeah. We would have taken a big cap hit for Dak Prescott. and we would have had Russell Wilson played like ass. Not just ass, but ass. Would that be better? So, Dak Prescott has the Cowboys over a barrel. It's not Dak Prescott's fault that his contract cost so much. It was the Cowboys' fault for waiting so long to get it done. Oh, Joe, are you new here, buddy? Joe, I don't remember seeing you here, Joe. Joe, let me welcome you into the Joe Boo Sports Report because we love your commentary so much.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Now, you know what? We've got a special treat for you, okay? Because it's a holiday weekend. We got a special treat just to welcome you in here for being such a wonderful asshole. How about that one? There you go. Okay? I'm not putting up with a whole bunch of stupid shit today, okay? How about that one? You know, it's crazy that we could go through, the people going to make me lose my religion tonight. It's crazy that we could go through and have receivers that, the Texans, the worst team in football, bring in, and now Eastside Herald literally says he might not make the team. No kidding. So you mean a guy who can't make the Texans team was our number 2 wide receiver, and it's the quarterback's fault? It's the quarterback's fault, right? Okay, I got you. I understand now. Yeah, I really get that. Okay. Talent matters. Okay, talent matters. Do we need to welcome anybody else in here tonight? Is there anybody else that'd like to be welcomed in properly? Christy May, what's up, Christy? Okay. That's my fresh can of Raid tonight, okay? My fresh can. Because, you know what? Miss Gibson, how you doing, Miss Gibson? You get tired of the same stupid shit all the time. You just get tired. At some point, you got to say enough is enough, okay? So, back to the Cowboys. Zeke Elliott still has no takers. Will the Cowboys take him back? I don't think so. I don't honestly think that they're going to bring Zeke back. But then again, nothing would surprise me. DeAndre Hopkins, typically, we want to be like the Eagles and say, oh my God, let's go out and grab everybody. But here's what was interesting though last year. Let's refresh this. I want to go through this list because this list was actually pretty interesting because when you start thinking about it, it's opposite of what you think. Now, the Eagles were probably the only team that literally struck gold with all the free agents. I've never seen a team sign so many guys and have none of them blow up in their face. Forever, Washington was always signing the big name, the best player out there, the Albert Haynesworth, the Adam Archulettas and things. And every time, none of those guys ever got traction. But I don't know what it was that the Eagles did, but everybody that they got ended up improving their team. But think about this. We went into last season and we didn't sign anybody. Right? We got rid of maybe more talent than we should have with, Amari Cooper and things, right? But we didn't sign anybody of note. We ended up bringing in an old-ass Jason Peters. We ended up bringing in, Anthony, linebacker. Anthony Barr, right? We didn't do major moves. We didn't go out for the Von Millers. We didn't go for the Zadarius Smiths, things like that, right? Let's look at the guys that did go out and spend a whole bunch of money. Lyle Collins, boom, one of our guys. He got a 3-year, $21 million deal. Got injured, got cut. Teamless right now. Chandler Jones, that was a name that people, oh man, Chandler Jones, pass rusher. Chandler Jones signed a 3-year, $51 million deal. And was terrible. Didn't bust it great for the Raiders. Baker Mayfield. Remember when Baker was going to Carolina? That was going to be the big move? Nope. Allen Robinson, man, to the Rams. 3 years, $46 million, $30 million guaranteed. Yeah, nothing. Matty Ice, the ice melted. Mitch Trubisky going to Pittsburgh. That one wasn't a big splash. 2 years, $14 million, but still. Carson Wentz. Jeez. Everybody thought, oh, man. And I remember Rio. Rio was like, oh, man, Carson Wentz is the best quarterback we've had in like 25 years. Yeah, okay. Teamless. Russell Wilson. Now, that was primo. That was primo getting Russell Wilson. 2 first-round picks, 2 second rounds, and a 5th. So, all these teams that went out and got players, the only one that did okay was the Bengals, but they didn't have an offensive line before they got Lyle Collins. So you start looking at that and saying, is that the right way to build, to just go out and grab every single player out there, like the Eagles did, or like the other teams did? Or be methodical with drafting well, finding some good value, because those teams thought, hey, we're going to be playoff teams. Denver wasn't. Denver signed Randy Gregory. They signed Russell Wilson. They went all in. And they were the worst team in their division. So maybe, just maybe, the idea of getting DeAndre Hopkins is not the way for us to do this. I'm just asking for a friend. Because we're going to have $22 million, roughly, to spend in the next 2 days. Is there somebody out there that's worthy of us spending a bunch of money on, that is worthwhile and will improve our team? I'm sitting here thinking about how many players we have that we forget about. I'm sorry, Lola. The commercials are automatic by the YouTube. YouTube trying to get paid. That's all. YouTube is like everybody else. If you got Netflix now, you can't share the passwords unless they're in the same house and all this, that, and the other. Everybody's scrambling for cash. Lady Libra. What's up, Lady Libra? How are you doing tonight? I got Cloud's Coffee. I'm sorry. I got caught up in it myself, because I thought, after last year, CD really being the only real weapon we had on, as a receiver, it was kind of like, man, let's grab everybody. But I started, the more I started thinking about this, started thinking about the additional weapons beside wide receivers, that you got Tony Pollard, that you've got, Deuce Vaughn, that you've got Peyton Hendershot and Jake Ferguson out there that, are going into their second years. You've already got a lot of different weapons that are all very, very fast and very, very young, that maybe you don't really need him. So I'm sorry, Cloud's Coffee. I didn't mean to get you all pumped up and excited. I'm sorry. Yeah, Dante, yeah, I see that he's in New Orleans working with Derek Carr. That's kind of interesting, to say the least. Alan Williams, what's going on? How are you doing today? Other news for the Cowboys. We seem to have a love fest that's going on. at the start between Dak Prescott and his receivers, that his receivers are looking fast. The thing that's really, really important here, and I'm so happy that everybody is pretty much healthy, is this is where you really, football has changed. When I grew up, believe it or not, there used to be 6 preseason games. It was basically like 6 weeks of training camp. Guys would come in to get in shape, learn all the playbooks and stuff. There were so many mini camps and stuff that were going on that it was just a lot of work. Because of the collective bargaining agreements, they don't really practice anymore. Basically, these 9 OTA practices, they do all the installs of the whole game plan. Over the course of those 9 days, we're working on the playbook. You go to training camp, you hit it again, and then it's pretty much the season. And so it's important to have everybody out on the field early and all that. Cody Ranford, and there he is. At Cody Ranford. Who's Cody Ranford? Oh, Philadelphia. Did somebody say Philadelphia, Philadelphia, Philadelphia? What's up, Philadelphia? Linda, watch your video working on the house. First time I've seen the outside coming out. Thank you, Linda. Linda is one of the decent Eagle fans, okay? She's an Eagle lady. She's not like the Eagle guys that are kind of, you know, she's at least respectful. We appreciate that. It was a green protein drink. What? Ugh. Hate green drinks. It's like Eagles. But everybody talking about Brandon Cooks. Michael Gallup today was talking about how much he loves the guy, how much he's learning from him, how well he's fitting in. You know, that's a long ways from where we were hearing about, Amari Cooper basically saying that Dak Prescott was the black Kirk Cousins and things, and hearing, little different animosity between players and things. But everybody seems to be getting along, and it feels like there's a different feel with Mike McCarthy. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, but it feels like the room has lightened up, and everybody seems a little more jovial. Doesn't it feel like everybody's quite as uptight this year, at least so far? Jay Hoove, what's going on? Dallas going to be strongest and weakest assets this year. What's going to be the strongest? I tell you what I think is the weakest link at the moment. This is what I've been thinking about, and I haven't done a video on it, is what is going to happen on the offensive line. So far through OTAs, Terrence Steele is not practicing that much because of the injury. So they've had Tyron Smith playing right tackle. Tyler Smith seems to be anchored in his spot at left tackle, that they pretty much are saying, yeah, we want that guy there. So the questions going forward are, is Tyron Smith going to be our right tackle? And Zach Martin also didn't practice this past week either. We know Zach Martin's going to be the right guard, and we know Biotis is going to be the center. But the question is are we going to then take Terrence Steele and make him the guard? Are we going to use Chimo Igato or Matt Fornick at the guard? Is Tyron Smith going to play well at right tackle? Will Tyron Smith be able to stay healthy? And see, the Cowboys have this thing of juggling players. Steele is our right tackle, but he didn't practice this week, and he is still coming back from the injury. So he didn't practice at right tackle. You had Tyron Smith. And this is all speculation. This is just OTAs, and this may be we're trying to get extra work for Tyron Smith to be the swing tackle. That could be it, that we're looking and saying Tyron Smith is the backup role. I don't know. And that's why it's all speculation. And that's my biggest worry right there, because offense and defensive lines are always an afterthought. You don't think about offensive linemen until they get a lot of penalties or giving up sacks. And that's the reality of the position. You know when they're not playing well. When they're playing well, you don't think about them. You don't give them credit. That would be the weakest part, I would say, or biggest concern that I say for the Cowboys is the offensive line. The strength of the Dallas Cowboys, which is funny that there's an article for trade proposal for Ed Oliver to the Cowboys. And I'm kind of like, Ed Oliver hasn't really busted a grape for being the number 9 pick in the draft. He's only got 14 and a half sacks in 4 years. So I'm kind of like, really? No. Edge rushers and defensive line are truly strong on our team, as well as our secondary. You kind of just look at our strength is the whole defense. The team is going to be fast. They're going to be physical. They're going to be coming after you. Games are won in the trenches. Milton B., you are 100% right. Tomorrow will be 99 days. I'm right. In 22 hours and 53 minutes, it'll be 99 days. That's right. We are getting closer than close. Jeff Lee, how are you doing tonight? Cody Radford, what's going on? Darlene Mosher, how are you doing? Marcus Blackman, we don't need Ed Oliver because we're loaded at defensive. I agree, Marcus. I agree 100%. But as soon as there is somebody out there who's disgruntled, it's always proposed trade to the Cowboys. And it's like, what? I was like, that doesn't even make sense. It makes no sense whatsoever. So I ended up putting it out there because it caught me. I was like, here we go. Another one of those crazy proposed trades going on. Anybody keeping up with the Celtics game? Celtics and Heat? I can't believe the Celtics are basically force a game 7. We could draft a quarterback, Mark. It's not impossible. Yeah, we can. But the thing, eventually you're going to have to. We didn't want to have to get another quarterback from Tony Romo. But at some point, you have to. I mean, Roger Staubach, as great as he was, had to be replaced. Troy Aikman, as great as he was, eventually had to be replaced. That's the natural progression of football. But if you're saying drafting a guy 3rd, 4th, 5th round is one thing, saying we're trying to draft a franchise quarterback, that's another. Drums and Cowboys. Yeah, that's the part that was like, oh, okay. He's looking to get a big fat payday, and he hasn't had a big fat payday career so far. So that's not one that the Cowboys are going to go to. That's definitely not one. Who's getting D-Hop? I don't think it's going to be the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys are like, we've invested so much already. We're about to pay CeeDee Lamb a big chunk of money. We've already redone Michael Gallup. We just got Brandon Cooks. We're not going to pay 4 guys. We're not going to pay 4 guys. It's just too much. They're better off putting the money elsewhere. I would dare say, if you're asking me, would it be spending $15+ million for DeAndre Hopkins or spending $15 million for 2 offensive linemen? I'm going for the offensive lineman. Or saying I'm going to get a really good kicker, an offensive lineman, and hold on to some of the cash. I would do that. I think Gallup will. 2 things are going to be good for Gallup. One, having Brandon Cooks taking some of the attention away, as opposed to Noah Brown, is going to help Michael Gallup. The second thing is he's had an extra year to recover from the ACL. So he's gotten some of the bounce in his step back in there. So, those 2 things are definitely going to make him better. And if we can get some separation, if Michael Gallup is better, then I think you'll see the turnovers reduce for Dak Prescott. There are too many times where guys just couldn't get open, or they got people draped all over them, and they're tipping the ball up, and it's being picked up out of the sky. Not all those interceptions are all on Dak. It wasn't like he was Neil O'Donnell in the Super Bowl against us, and he's literally just throwing it to the defenders. King Magnus, what's up, Mark? I might not get the chance again, so I wanted to tell you I love you. Oh, man, I appreciate that, too. I love you, too, bro. The offensive line is a priority, definitely, Marcus. I don't think we get D-Hop. Gallup's healthy this year's addition of Brandon Cooks. Yeah, we're already, I agree with you, Jehu. We're already night and day better than where we were last year as far as wide receiver goes. In fact, I'll even say, even though I still feel shaky about the offensive line, I think we're in better shape on the offensive line than we were last year. Linda says the Browns will get D-Hop. They have money and they need someone so that Watson's throw to. That makes some sense because he wants to get paid without a doubt. Buffalo and Kansas City, neither of them have any money. I mean, they're going to have to restructure contracts. Not that they can't do that if they really want to, but they don't have money to do that. Thank you, James, on the congratulations of 50 million views. I still can't believe that. I am honored and humbled by that, and it makes me want to work that much harder. I've been so tied up with trying to get this red brick house done. I'm trying to get it done before training camp because, oh boy. I want to get it done before training camp so that way I can go to training camp and not have to worry about that. And when I come back, then I'm not having to spend the time working on the house like I've been doing. Now, because when the season gets here, I can't work like that and try and keep it. It's just too much. So that's why I'm busting a hump and kind of sacrificing some of the work that I'm doing on here right now. So that way I will be able to have the time later on. So I appreciate that. I think the time Jerry spends money on top free agents are done unless they are game changers. I hope we don't land. Okay. I'm beginning to think that for a lot of people, okay, let me add a poll. David Wiley, what's up, David?
Take the money out, all of it.
Let me do a poll. How many people want do a poll to ask the community, see what people think. Do you want Hopkins or not? There we go. It's up. All right. Oh, we got a new channel member too. Oh my goodness. All right. Who just became a channel member? I did not show up on here. Whoever became a new channel member, I appreciate you. It's not showing up on here. If you go to the community tab, and our balls are coming tomorrow. Michael's going to be boxing those things up and start sending those out. So it's going to take a couple weeks to get to all 400 of you guys. But we're getting those things out there. Lola, you're getting 2 blue balls. You're getting your blue balls, Lola. And we'll get those out. And the new channel member, go there and make sure you get registered on our Thrive site because we have more channel members than people who are registered. And if you're not registered, we don't know where to send you your footballs or your shot glasses or your shot glass holder or your shot glass rack and stuff. What's the missing piece for the Cowboys? Commando. What is the missing piece? Jerry Jones staying the hell out the way. No, the missing piece? That is a good question because I feel like the Cowboys have enough right now to compete. I would say a missing piece would be, I'm still worried about left guard. To me, a great outstanding offensive lineman at left guard, a guy who is a road grader. If you got somebody who's as good as, say, Zach Martin at left guard, I would sleep better at night. I would also say missing piece would be an upgrade on Leighton Vander Esch at middle linebacker. A true thumper in the middle. That would be the other piece, I would say, because the defense, if Mazi Smith is anything like advertised, along with Hankins being in the roster and having training camp with us and healthy, now you're able to really start running, stopping the run and letting the defensive ends feast. Your secondary is loaded. I think you've got one of the best secondaries and safety groups that are out there. So I don't know that you're going to have that many spots where you look at it and say, this guy will change the whole team. Miss Gibson. No, Mark, you're right. Move out of the way, Jones, and let the boys work. Kicker is another spot that definitely, Jeff, we definitely need a kicker. If we go into training camp like we did last year, oh, my God, we had it was so bad watching them kick in practice last year training camp. It's like, y'all don't see this? They're making like 1 out of 6 kicks. Jackson boy, what's up, Cowboys family? How are you doing? Eagle fans, did I scare them after the first 2 that I welcomed in here? The trolls seem to be a little bit lighter today than usual. The reason why we don't need Hopkins is because Dak is better when he's managing the offense, keeping it simple and cutting down on the interceptions. And having guys that get open. That also helps too. So you're right, Marcus Blackman. Mark, do you think we should try and make a trade with Tennessee to get Derrick Henry? Tennessee is in rebuilding mode, and I would love to see one more big move. I'm not sure that Derrick Henry is going to. Here's the thing that's crazy when you think about this. What big name, big time running back, your Adrian Petersons, your Derrick Henrys, and things like that, have you seen taking a team deep in the playoffs? We had DeMarco Murray, we had Zeke Elliott that's been beasting. It's not working anymore. And that's where teams are recognized. That's why, it's possible that Dalvin Cook gets cut. It's possible that Derrick Henry gets cut. Because teams are recognizing we can't spend that much money on the running back. We have got to be able to throw the rock. So I'm not sure that trading for Derrick Henry is going to be the best thing. I mean, you think about Adrian Peterson, how good he has been throughout his career. No playoff success. Kevin Joseph at safety is interesting because he's bigger and faster than Donovan Wilson. I think that is a move. Now, I know he played safety in college and was great in this, that, and the other. But so far in the NFL, he has not been that guy. Robbie Gould is about 40 years old, but he's still better than anything we've had in a while. So I think that might be a guy that, maybe they'll kick the tires on. Christine McCaffrey. Well, McCaffrey got paid, but what did he do in Carolina? Now, the interesting thing with McCaffrey, because here's the problem for the San Francisco 49ers. One is quarterback. If Sam Darnold it's possible Sam Darnold starts out as their starting quarterback. But the age of the team and some of those players, Christian McCaffrey has had an injury history. Do you think Christian McCaffrey is going to stay healthy? Do you think Trent Williams at his age is going to stay healthy throughout the season? They could be in trouble because some of those guys are getting long in the tooth. Kevin Joseph gets burned and is a liability. I have to agree with that one too, and I think that's why they're looking and saying he can't play cornerback. We need to have his head facing the quarterback and basically try and use him as more of a run stopper or a safety, and to help out. And this is one of those moves that I honestly think that it's like we're trying to find a spot because we don't want to cut you. Jaron Kerr, and that's King Magnus. It's not just Jaron Curse. It's Malik Hooker, and it's also Donovan Wilson. You've got a group of safeties already there. That room is already kind of crowded. Super Bowl roaches when you address them, sir. Oh, Super Bowl loser cockroaches. Okay. Linda, don't forget to put that in there because you weren't Super Bowl winning. If you're not winning, you're losing. Everyone wanting a big running back must forget that you guys out of the North Dakota, we get an undrafted free agent. You're going to love him. It's not about the big back anymore. It is not about the big back anymore. Twiz, I think actually, people are sleeping on Ronald Jones. I think Ronald Jones is going to be a lot better than what people think. Him in the rotation, along with Deuce, along with Tony Pollard, I think it's going to end up being a better running back room than what we actually had last year. Sorry, I love Zeke. I wanted Zeke to win a Super Bowl with the Cowboys. I wish Zeke were the Zeke of 4 years ago, but unfortunately, he's just not. I'll take a loss. I'm doing something. You got a great point there. Second place is the first loser. Okay. Linda, it's nothing but love, girl. It's nothing but love. Mark, how do you feel about our running back Tony Pollard and Malik Davis, Ronald Jones? I love it. I think that what's funny with Ronald Jones is people don't look at the statistics. He's averaged 4.3 yards a carry in his career. He doesn't have that many yards on his body, so he's still relatively long. That line ain't the same either, Mark. Kevin Joseph is trash. Well, I think, Eagles are confident. They think that everything's hunky-dory, but they're replacing quite a few players as well as their coordinators, too. I still think the Eagles, they had everything go right for them. It was like they had a horseshoe up their ass, and they probably did. I don't think that everything's going to go that same way. They've got a tougher schedule. They've got some changes afoot, and people are going to be gunning for them. More of the Cowboys trying to be like the Eagles. We had Deuce Staley, now you have a Deuce. Okay. All right, well, you got a Dallas, too. How about that one? So you're trying to be like us. You're right, Mark. The days of the big back may be a thing of the past, especially since we're going to be running the West Coast offense. Anthony Brown is not on the roster at the moment, but he could be brought back, but he is still injured at the moment. John Doe, hire some Mexicans that will be done fast. You were talking about my house? Okay. Team chemistry is important. The Eagles just dismantled that. Donovan Hurts McNabb. Uh-oh. Twiz, don't get Angelica Barone pissed at you. Oh, Philadelphia.
Situation requires is a whole lot more, and you shut your mother ass up.
There you go. Philadelphia. Okay. I love you, bro. But as you pointed out, what have you done for me lately? Okay. Well, John Doe, here's the thing about that red brick house. One thing about that is you can't just do things that you would normally do. You got old bricks that have to have like lime mortar. Because actually, I was going to have the guys that hung the drywall. They're like, oh, we'll fix the plaster on the wall too. And they were like, basically, oh, you put compound. I was like, no, you don't put compound on it. You got to use lime mortar. It's not. It's methodical. It's hand built. And if you start doing things the way that's typical construction, it ain't gonna last. And I'm okay. I'm okay with doing this myself, because when it's done, I can tell you right now, this guy over here, Michael, knows where every wire goes throughout that house. And I can tell you anything you need to know about that house, how to fix it, how it runs, and so on. And I take pride in doing it myself. It's not about, trying to hurry up and get it done. It's about the journey of doing it. I don't know if that makes any sense to you. I have been, the guy where I've had 20 people that worked for me in my construction business. I hated it because I'm that guy that likes to get my hands dirty, get dirt under my nails and stuff. And at the end of the day, looking and seeing what I actually did. Going down there and seeing it finished, I don't get that excitement. So, no. What's up, Ward family? How are you doing? Spray some Raid. NFC Championship doesn't equal Super Bowl championship. Laugh out loud. Eagles trolls are weak, just like them. Eagles. Ooh. Your trophies are old and falling apart, but good job. As opposed to your trophy. See, you can't say trophies, can you, though? Mike. Your trophy. Your one. Yes, our trophies are getting old. There's 56 of them? 56. You got one. One. The Commanders have 3. The Giants have 4. We got 5 of them, Bo.
We're the only division that everybody has.
5.
And we're the only division that everybody has at least one.
Okay. So, yeah, you can try and I find it so funny. This is the thing I find funny about you Eagle fans, okay? Is you talk like you are the top shit of all time with one damn trophy. You're the same jackasses that are always in here, trade Dak. Dak sucks, but Dak owns your ass. Jalen Hurts has never beat Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott and the Cowboys are 8-3. Oh, well, we don't care about regular season. Okay, all right. But if that's the case, then how can you? The thing you have to admit is, well, the guy has put 40-plus points on us the last 3 games. He might actually be pretty good.
Fuck them birds. Fly, Eagles, fly. Now we shoot those birds out of the sky. Stupid dumbasses managed to give up a 3rd and 30 to my sexy arm. Pathetic defense and team. No wonder I own those piece of shit frauds every damn year. Don't get me started on the fans. You boo me while I earned a respected award. Losing the Super Bowl was just karma for you fuckheads. I can't wait to drop 100 on your heads next season while being the daddy of the NFC East again.
Chris says Eagles are 16-14 in the last 30 playoff games. So yeah, very dominant. Okay. I didn't say anything fact. Oh boy. They feared Dak Prescott. Hello, Mark from Corpus Christi. Shout out to Corpus Christi. Yes, your house. My people will get it done. Okay, John. John, you're missing the point. I enjoy doing the work. I enjoy busting my ass for 12 hours. I enjoy being home here and working on building the countertops and stuff. It's not about trying to get somebody else to do it. I just don't. That, and I don't have the money to pay anybody else too. But that's beside the fact. I enjoyed the work. Crazy Corvette, what's up? We're just sitting here arguing with Eagle fans that just are, defecating all over the place and telling everybody how great they are and how they've already won the Super Bowl. And we're just kind of trying to bring these cockroaches back down to earth. I tell you what, it's going to get crazy. You going to join it? You're not going to join me? But still, we'd like to get your perspective on things, man. I need some help beating these beating these Eagle fans, man. These trolls, man, they're killing me. And people miss you. They don't ever see you anymore. Man.
If I was working tonight, they wouldn't see me either.
But you're not. You're back now. Okay. All right. I'll remember that, Mike. I remember that. Okay. Arguing back with the backseat trolls don't ever work. They're just not in reality. Love you, Mark. It's a, okay. It's okay. A joke. Okay. I think Hopkins will be a Raven. Possibly. Pause. Heavens, they lost the Super Bowl. Mark Hurts played Dak at least 3 times. Yeah. I think Hurts he's played a couple. I'm just saying. Well, okay, but okay. Let's back this up. Okay, let's be honest. Hurts versus Dak. It's not Hurts versus Dak because they don't actually play against each other. The teams do. I should say the Eagles' defense against Dak Prescott sucks ass. Because I don't want to hear, you only beat Gardner Minshew. Okay, forget. I'm not talking about Gardner Minshew.
They never played each other this year.
They didn't this year. But my point being is they can't stop Dak Prescott.
Well, actually, it was also a meaningless game, too.
8-3, although that one game, his rookie year, he played 2 series.
That was because of Tony Romo.
2 series he played.
That was because of Tony Romo. They wanted him.
And butt fumble. Butt fumble played the second half and had a couple of turnovers. Are you concerned that the Eagles could get Hopkins? No. At some point, there's only so many balls to go around. I think the Eagles are going to have more of a problem on their defense. And I also think that as much as everybody now thinks that Jalen Hurts is the greatest quarterback in the NFC, I think Jalen Hurts, that the coordinators are going to have the book out on him. And you're not going to see him running the way he was last year. Just don't think so. I think that you're going to see more teams having a spy on him and putting more pressure on him to keep him stuck in the pocket, much in the same way everybody went after RG3 to make him more of a pocket passer. They win one trophy and feel they own the world and have multiple trophies, chickens, hawks. So, Mike, what's been going on in your world, man? Nothing at all. Okay. Alan Williams, what's up, Michael? Do you think F the haters? Mark, what's the point of stopping Dak if the Eagles been to the playoffs 7 out of the last 8 and have been to 2 Super Bowls in the last 5 years? It's to stop the run. You got Alan Williams and David Wiley, and it's also Yasmin Cowboy. Thank you, Mike. I'm trying to remember what it was you were telling me today. What was it you were telling me today, Mike, about the Cowboys in the workshop?
I was saying about how YouTube was smart that you can just get the NFL package if that's all you want.
Oh, that's what it is. Oh, in which case you got to get it by June too. Oh shit, I got to sign. I got YouTube TV and I forget to sign up for
That's if you want the $100 off.
Yeah, well, of course I want the $100 off.
The NFL package is $100 more, but you're paying for the NFL package. That's it.
Well, I tell you what, though, I do like my YouTube TV. I just hope that they don't have a crash like they did in basketball.
But if somebody just wants the NFL package, they can just get the NFL package. Unlike the other situation where you have to have the dish on the television and pay for the service for 2 years. Oh, I just want the NFL package. Okay, you just get the NFL package for the year, and you're good. If you don't mind paying extra $100, a one-time fee every year.
Amen on that one.
But there's no commitment on the YouTube TV either.
Well, I still need to figure out. Yeah, I still need your help on that.
You just have to get the emails when that's all you need.
Linda, are you asking if Micah Parsons has averaged 13 sacks? He had 13 and a half this year, and he had 13 the first year. So he's averaged 13.25 if you want to be exact. Pat Mahomes is great. Well, that's true. It's a joke, Mark, just like the Eagle fans. Boom, boom. I agree with that one. Facts Twiz. All right. I wonder if Philly knows that their quarterback is from Houston, Texas.
And
Okay.
I also backed up
Calvin Edwards, putting him in his place. 7 of 8 years. You're wrong. They didn't make the playoffs in 2016 or 2020. That's true.
Washington, I think, made the playoffs.
Because the Eagles went from worst to first and went to the Super Bowl in 2017.
I think
They were the worst team in the division. Worst team in the division. So there's that. But we do have to admit the Eagles have been a formidable team for the last 7 years and stuff through Carson Wentz and Nick Foles and Jalen Hurts and stuff. They are a team to reckon with. I'm not going to dispute that. But you're not the 85 Bears.
the 85 Bears were only good 1 year.
What's worse? No, actually, I'm not going to say Commander. Commander fans are quiet. Commander fans aren't going to talk all the smack that an Eagle fan. An Eagle fan is just obnoxious. They are just, An Eagle fan is like when you're walking through the yard and you step in a pile of dog crap. It gets all stuck in your shoe and the treads and stuff. You know, you get the hose and you try and spray it all. It just doesn't want to come out. And you still walk around and I still smell that crap. Yeah, that's an Eagle fan right there. Marcus Blackman, I think with the help of, the interior defensive line, you could see Micah Parsons getting, 16, 17, 18 sacks easy. And that will definitely bode well, especially if the Cowboys are successful this season too, for him being able to be the defensive player of the year, without a doubt. And we're getting ready to do a drawing up in here too before we get ready to get out of here. Am I confident in McCarthy calling plays? I like what I hear from Mike McCarthy, and I will say I will trust
Jason Garrett.
Well, and Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore got the statistics.
The Chargers are in trouble for the offense.
It's going to be interesting to say the least. I'll take the guy who has actually coached and won playoff games and a Super Bowl over Kellen Moore. I like what I hear from Mike McCarthy, where it's like we're not getting rid of the stuff that worked. We're not doing wholesale changes, but we're also getting in Dak Prescott's ear and finding things that he's comfortable with. Mazi, Rookie of the Year. That would be doing something for an interior defensive lineman to be NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year. That's typically not a position that unless he's Reggie White. If he's the Reggie White reborn, he ain't gonna be Rookie of the Year. That he would have to be really way above what a defensive lineman is. He would probably need to get about 9 sacks as an interior defensive lineman to get Rookie of the Year. And I don't see that happening. I mean, he can be really good, but you're going to have to be above and beyond for an interior defensive lineman. Sorry. Edge rushers or cornerbacks, guys like that are the ones I always get. You never see interior defensive linemen get it. All right. So we're going to give away, actually, the Deuce Vaughn plaque. It's upstairs in the shop. It's upstairs in the shop tonight. We're going to start doing this on a regular basis. So, Mike, if you can roll the drum roll, please. Oh, shit. Damn. I messed up. I never put Mike up on the screen. Mike. Oh, I agree with you, Linda. The good thing for Mazi is he's also got Hankins in there in the middle as well, so they'll be splitting time. They'll be able to bring him along slowly. What you got, Mike? Who you got? Junebug. Daggone, Junebug won one recently. Junebug. Email. Actually, we've got Junebug's email. Junebug's not in here tonight, but we appreciate that.
Email so you can touch base on the address.
Yeah, because what he was just. You just sent him something.
I don't remember what
like
it was.
3 weeks ago. All right, so 59% of you say you want DeAndre Hopkins. 41 say no.
It all depends on how much he wants.
He says he wants a big fat contract.
Then
El Paso is what it's going to be.
Say hell no. We'll give you the veteran minimum.
No, he's worth more than veteran. I mean,
he's getting 22.
Well, he's worth. You got to look at it and say he's Odell Beckham Jr., which is 15.
Odell Beckham Jr. is coming off of a double.
Yeah, and so you can't say you're going to pay him veteran minimum of about $1.5 million, and Odell's getting 15.
But he's getting 22 million
from the Texans, but
no,
I mean, excuse me, from the Cardinals. But that's got nothing to do with his new team. He's still looking to get paid.
I would say no.
Okay, well, it's gonna be no. The Cowboys, I don't think have interest because I think they have enough playmakers.
They do have enough playmakers. We got potentially a good tight end in the second round.
Oh, Philadelphia, stop, Philadelphia! I'm gonna call bullshit on you, man. I'm gonna call bullshit on that comment. Eagles backups, dude. You scored 36 points against our defense with Gardner Minshew. Granted, we gave you a pick 6, but that was higher than your season average. It wasn't like you lost points. It wasn't like when we had Cooper Rush and we were, literally only scoring like 20 points a game and 30 points a game with Dak, okay? Come on. Ben DiNucci. That's some, sorry, Philadelphia. I'm not letting you get away with that one. That's some bullshit.
His first ever start.
That is bullshit. Minshew scored with that offense, and that team scored 36 points. And that was 8 points more than your season average. Don't be lying now. Don't be lying. Come on, Philadelphia. Don't act like, you only scored 3 points. Yeah, there you go, Carolina Cowboy. He beats all of the Eagle quarterbacks that are in front of him. Oh, right. And then there you go, Kelvin Edwards. Wasn't Nick Foles a backup quarterback who won your only Super Bowl victory? Are you talking out of the side of your neck?
Who has a statue with your former coach?
Yeah. Okay. All right. But they also still scored 36 points, Mark Scott. Still scored 36 points. You know what? Hey, Cooper Rush had 3 interceptions, but we only scored 21 points. Y'all scored 36. Anyway, and mind you, the week before, hold on. Let me back this up for a second here. Because the week before, I believe it was, that Jalen Hurts played against the Bears, which I believe had the number 1 pick in the draft. He threw 2 interceptions in that game. That's your guy, your starter, to the Bears. The Bears. And they weren't good interceptions. They were bad interceptions. So, come on, man. And I believe it was only 21 or 24 points that you scored against the Bears. So don't bullshit, man. See, this is where you guys reinvent history. You come up with some bullshit. All righty. You know what? I'm going to have to run this back one more time for you Eagle fans because this is how I feel tonight.
Fuck them birds. Fly, Eagles, fly. Nah, we shoot those birds out of the sky. Stupid dumbasses managed to give up a 3rd and 30 to my sexy arm. Pathetic defense and team. No wonder I own those piece of shit frauds every damn year. Don't get me started on the fans. You boo me while I earned a respected award. Losing the Super Bowl was just karma for you fuckheads. I can't wait to drop 100 on your heads next season while being the daddy of the NFC East again.
Yeah, the cockroaches are here. So, you know what? We're going to get ready to roll up on out of here. We'll be here tomorrow, actually. Won't be going down to the Red Brick House until Wednesday. We've got some more work to do around here and picking up the refrigerator and things like that. But let me say from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate each and every one of you guys, even you trolls out there, but get your shot glass ready. James, it was good. And it was potato salad and not mashed potatoes. Thank you as always, everybody. Good night, and God willing, I'll see you tomorrow.
The party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night. The party's over. And tomorrow and next year starts the same old thing again.